Hello, gamers. Gamers. I gotta go make the game restart. You see, you can never be sure with raids if it's worth waking up at 2 a.m. I sound dead inside? No. I just gotta wake up. Stop being tired, I say to myself. Wake up. That is, in fact, a Mountain Dew. A nice, cold, refreshing Mountain Dew Baja Blast. Delicious. The chemicals I crave. The question is, did they buff anyone today as well? If the game will deign to load itself. Hello? There we go. Let's just check. Any buffs happened? No interludes. That's new, isn't it? 100 face? Or am I wrong? I can't tell. All right, let's go. Oh, it's a berserker. All right, so this should be easy. Okay, so just let's just test right now with a simple one. Yeah. And then swap you out for where's hippopotamus? With you and where's hippo? I don't see how this can go wrong. Psych. Oh, it's that thing. I wonder what traits this thing has. Well, does it really matter? Faux pas, no! Alright. All right, we're in business now. Hold on. It's standard. Well, if it's a guaranteed drop, then we're good. It will not be. No, but eggs too. And 5-star experience in stacks of 3. Oh, it's the sky, yeah. What is it, does that mean anything for us, really? Also, creatures the mental debuffs. Oh no, Lilith Gex in shambles. Oh, this thing's probably divine. Kawakami's anti-divine. I forgot that. Like, I've never thought about that before. I've never given Kawakami's anti-divine a second of thought. I picked the wrong DPS. Or the wrong support. Holy cow. You didn't do any of the event story, and yeah, like all raids require you to be up to date on the event. Note to self, make sure you take Vitch. Have a good night, Pyman. Pyman came, saw, and left. He will be missed. I read Blade SP's thing, and I'm gonna be honest. My mind doesn't quite conceptualize it, but good for you, I guess. Yeah, my first, oh, holy piss drugs. I should probably just switch to bond stuff. Who should I bond up? Let's see here. Is there any good crossover between these three? Well, I see two C's that they all kind of fit. Well, no, that two of them fit. So let me... There we go. Let's see here. We want Man from Chaldea. We want this one. We can then also grab where's this one? And then finally grab the old classic. There we go. Good enough. You're dumb if you believe every leak is 100% correct. I mean, the leaks change. Like these leaks are like kit leaks from like the privates, or like these aren't like the, oh my gosh, Yai Sakura Ice character 4.0 leak. This is, you know, someone's playing on the test server leak. Oh, the scene applies debuffs to you when you hit it. I just noticed. There we go. Plus 12,000. Let's go. Dude, oh, Tog, also you pinged me, but I was going to bed earlier. Apparently there's a new set in the next patch. And like, so that new set is a 30% damage increase on ult, stacking up to 4 times or 6 times for 4 turns. That sounds like someone who should be spamming their ult. I mean, who uses their ult that much? That set is good, like, generally. Man, faux pas are rare. Give me more faux pas, please. Can't read because of missions? That's what you get for slacking. Oh. Oh, that's slightly less good. Okay. Also, Evanescent can use it if not for elation of fraud. I don't think elation is a fraud stat. I think elation is a stat. Like, I honestly don't get the drama. Did you hear about the drama?
Fuck! I was thinking about that fucking stupid message in chat that said, "Did you hear the drama?" I wish you were dead. That's the drama. Did you hear the drama? I live a miserable, boring life. Did you see the drama about
the
streamers?
Drama?
Did you see it? Did you see the drama about it? Did you see it? Did you see the drama? I have nothing. I have nothing. Nothing of value ever to add or to own. Feelings, sentiments, friends, family. I have nothing. Did you hear the drama? Did you hear it? Did you hear it?
This goes on a little long. Anyway. Look, I think that's fine. Because every elation unit having like a different thing they convert into elation is perfectly fine. I don't think that's a bad thing. What is Evanescence's what? Crit damage or something like that? Anything notable with the raids? They drop faux pas. I'm gonna go ahead and just delete that message outright. Holy cow. Holy cow, Opie. Shut up. Nothing to it. Yeah, no, the raid is fine. I mean, okay, let's be honest. I'm throwing freaking Kawakami at this. What? Oh, it's in Star Rail. We're talking. It was a conversation about Star Rail units. Normal people can ignore that. All right, I'm gonna punch this thing with my Buster cards. See how much this does. Not bad. I don't know if you can get the MLB damage C. I'm not running the MLB damage C. I'm just running the normal damage C. It doesn't have any special resistance. It just doesn't. It just has mental debuff resistance. MLB would save me one button click though. Let's see. Yeah, look, it's friggin' only one dropped so far. Come on, bro. Yeah, it's 6 p.m. in JP. They're awake. I presume that some people... What happened, though, is that there was a story chapter bit that opened up at noon that some people might not have been aware about. And so... people are probably going through that part right now, and then they'll Yeah. What a strange collab. Sounds fake. Oh my gosh, every time I open up a... page, I get blinded. I should hope for a drop on the C though, so I can LMV it, just so I can save this button click right here. There are approximately 5 channels in YouTube. Yep. Did I update YouTube's information? I think I might have forgotten. I did forget. Uh-oh. That explains. There we go. Not being CE efficient. Oh no. Your Lola's still charming? Oh. I'm talking about it sound like it was over for the Lilith fans. No new servant banner today means it's probably on Saturday. Why is it in a sit position? Oh, look at it. It's got weird data effects going on it too. I almost said tied to Parvati, but Pralati, Parvati, you know, one half dozen the other. There we go, another faux pas. I wonder if faux pas are like a 10% drop rate or something. Is she? Oh yeah, I can check if she's super giant. Let me switch to Fujino. Which of my single target 120s have the fastest MP animation? That's a great question. Which one? Well, the fastest with the least button presses. So that's the thing. Let's see. Yeah, that looks about right. That's the exact same button presses. What other single targets can I use? I mean, if I look at my single targets. Most of them have kind of long animations. That's crazy. I don't really have any like super short NP animations. Use Bunyan. Bunyan probably would take more button presses. Look at the boss, hear me out. You're about to type in like wood. You wouldn't. I in fact wouldn't. Oh, I just got this CE. That saves me a button click. Actually, that saves me probably a lot more than a button click. You will definitely do that? Oh gosh. Hey, so do you think can I cope that we're gonna get Zealot in a future event? Am I allowed to cope that now? Yeah, assassin. They had a whole cutscene, or a whole scene with a different King Hassan voice line telling her to shut up. Okay, I think I can move Prelati up for a better bond gain here. This does drop experience, yes. What section you have to get? It's like section 8. She's dropping the Fate String Shake season 2. Please, that's like in 5 years. What is this slop music? Anyway, on Twitch, song request is open. You can put anything. 1 to 10, how worth it is Johanna? Like, yeah, like a 3 or 4. No, maybe even a 2. I actually, what would you even use her for? I don't like this song. So we're gonna go to actual good music. By that I mean the strange fake songs. There we go. You requested because you know I'd skip it? Why would you do that? Yeah, the boss is just a digital thing. It's one of Prelati's digital summon things. I don't know. Wait, they warned about copyright? Hold on. I'm gonna pause this here. I'm gonna turn this off for a second. So you guys can't hear that now, right? Sure. Okay, you can't. It's the exact same track that was just playing on Twitch. That's what it is. It's the same track. It was in the exact same spot too. It's just Solano's servant track. That's funny. Oh, it was very funny to turn on the music just to hear the exact same song. Dude, Curtsy's a good track. Oh, YouTube chat appears to have duplicated your message. That's unusual. I'm not 100% sure who the Black Lion guy is. Where's Plushie? Plushie's probably like mauling somewhere, but I don't know. It's probably asleep. Like a normal person. Or is your second banner? I don't know. Check back on Saturday. I don't know Plushie's opinion on the Avenger dude. Okay, how many times have I done this for 2 faux pas? What number am I at here? What is the drop rate on these? Okay, I'm at almost 30 for 2 faux pas. Will I roll him? No. Probably not. No. He's not Camazotz, so I have no need for men. Oh, wait, what did I just get? Did I get... What if it was a woman? Probably still not. It's an AoE Buster NP. What do you expect? You can tell it's an AoE Buster NP because it has Buster resist down on it. I would like more faux pas, please. No new servant yet. Now, I'm curious. How much does Castoria do? If I just put Castoria here. How few buttons can I press on Castoria? Can I get away with 3 buttons? Arts. Charge arts. Oh, that berserker nerf. Berserker on berserker damage is so bad. I do hope we get new silhouettes after this. Okay, so Castoria's out. Melt probably takes so long for her animation. Holy cow. Melt's MP animation is insanely long. Also, still the same amount of buttons as Kawakami. Also not enough damage. Man, okay, Kawakami's anti-trait actually putting in a lot of work. I guess. Dude, so on Twitch, what we're playing right now is Old Mustang's thing, and I like Old Mustang's thing so much more than original Mustang. No, that's Tez. That's Tez. Cream, though? Alright, let's see Cream. No, well, Enkidu's not 120, so... Also, Enkidu's stuns Divine. He's not anti-Divine. Oof. Cream's not bad. It's that Kawakami's anti-trait is good. It lets me cheese it with one support buff. When you realize that's what I'm trying to compete with. Yeah, they haven't forgotten about 100 Faces. What are those things' traits? Divine and super large. Hence why Fujino and Kawakami shred this thing, and everyone else takes 2 hits. Because Fujino's anti-super large, and Kawakami's anti-divine. Isn't Passion Lip also one of those? What is Passion Lip's anti? I forgot. I'm blanking. It's super large, yeah. But Passion Lip's animation is not, or wow, okay, why'd that do not enough damage? Do you think it's evil? Let me look. Let me see here. Let's see. Female, Berserker, Sky, Divine, Supergiant, Divine Spirit. No listing of evil. It is not evil. That thing's not hot. Kawakami is just too strong. Kawakami is good. Such a good unit. Scott's anti-divine would work, yes. But that's 5 button presses. Wouldn't put who in EX. Look, Skahak is good at one-shotting raids, but like... Skahak is good at one-shotting raids, but like she's actually pretty a pain to use outside of that. Oh, you're talking about Kawakami? Yeah, no, like Kawakami is good. I don't understand. Kawakami legitimately just as good as Kama, in my opinion. I don't understand. Like, yeah, everyone has conditionals. This sounds like freaking slop. Holy cow, who put this in? Has been hotel. Oh gosh, skip. I start hearing that and I'm like, what is this Mori Calliope sounding slop here? And I look up and it's has been hotel. I wonder how commas are performing on this raid. Hold on, just put... Do any of my 120 commas on my friends list have the event CE on? That'd be funny if I could try it. No, you know what? I'll give it the benefit of the doubt here. I'll run mine. I have comma, right? Just MP4. I'll run it with a damage CE. And I'll actually just use double Scotty. We'll just see if she can do it. Oh yeah, if you fully buff her. It does work at level 90. But that's too many button presses for me. I'm going back to my 120 slop. You do loops every day? Dude, the loops though. How's the raid? Good. I wish the Berserker faux pas dropped more often. What Berserker am I trying to faux pas? Great question. I just want them. Here's the thing, like I don't think there's any Berserker I'm working on right now. Like, hold on, actually, what are your faux pas status? Your faux pas are done. But like, what are you at? Okay, you're fully faux pas. What are you at? You're fully faux pas. Okay, so I'm not in like a desperate need for them, but like why wouldn't I want to like have some sitting there for when I do need them? Think about it that way. Todd, I assure you, I would not 120 Summer Zerk arc. No offense, but full offense. I wouldn't waste grails on that. You have 120. I don't have 120. I'm not gonna 120 Summer Lilith either. How basic do you think I am? You guys don't think I'm basic, do you? The 120 comma probably one shots very easily without many buffs. Would I 120 Berserkers Summer BB Dubai? We just slapping labels onto this here? I want Violet first. They keep mocking Violet. Holy cow. Just release her. Dude, if we get Summer KP would be the best option out of the Sakura Five so far. Because Passion Lip and Melt already have one, and I don't know if they're going to give a cause or drop a summer version. No, she'll be a 5-star. And she'll be great. And she'll make all of your servants that you guys like look like absolute chumps. And mine look great. This year's Annie servant, I mean, it could be Azrael. It could be just nonsense, though. It could be just something they make up. If Violet gets out, we must have the Shinji. Why? Violet's not related to Shinji. Violet is just Sakura combined with Ryder. Curse you, OC1. Denying me what's rightfully mine. Finally, just Team Hussein reduce it. No, stop calling her that. Great combination of miserable and useless. Wait, who's miserable and who's useless? It could be both. Look, people already had these units bond 10. Oh no, I discovered today that I wish there was something like this for FGO, but FGO people aren't, what's the word I'm looking for? Without being mean. Stupid enough to put it as politely as possible to care. I wish there was a site like this for like Fate Grand Order that keeps track of like runs on like challenge quests, but no one cares. We get a spreadsheet and that's what we get. Where people submit runs, and this is like, this kind of website's kind of neat to see what people are doing. What is this, Chinese? Because FGO players do not care about optimizing runs. Dude, I was also looking at it here, and like every run submitted here with Firefly has E6 Dahlia. And I'm like, dude, I don't have E6 Dahlia, and I was able to do it. Like, made me feel better about myself. Also, I think in Starlight I'm just gonna pass on Evanescence. I've gone too far though with Silverwolf. I don't need another Elation DPS. Alright, well, have fun. Good luck on farming. Nihilix, though? Yeah. I'm gonna save for Nihilix. Hopefully. Or... because I also don't care about Blade. See, that's the thing. So, I don't need to worry about Evanescence. I don't care about Blade. I can just... I can just wait to see if Fate characters show up or Nihilix. Nihilister. Dude, I wonder if she'll come back. I mean, she kind of died horribly. But, you know, maybe. I'm just glad that in Nikkei we're getting Liberario back eventually. You don't understand why she did it so eagerly? She thought that she would kill the queen, and her mission was to kill the queen. And if that ended up being a suicide attack, then so be it. And so that's what she did. It just didn't work out. Two skills from Scotty, and how many of her own skills, though? Does she have to press all three of hers? If so, Okay, then it ties for Kawakami's button inputs, which means there's no real victor. I'm out of teapots. Speed farm slop. Look, speed farming is all the rage. What about Victor of the Moon? Oh yeah, what's my QPR right now? Okay. 9 billion. I'm not broke. I don't think they're gonna release 150. I hate to break it to you. I buy these leaves of evocation every single time. I have 62,000 now. Dude, Curtsy is such a good song. It's such a good theme song. Wow, Talk, way to steal my line. Don't talk, I said it before you said it. Stream delay. You can check, you can hear me say it before it shows up in the chat. Check the VODs. Is Otto streaming? Would it be rude to call Otto and yell at him? Look at this guy. Otto isn't even at the raid yet. This guy is a slacker if I ever done seen one. I'm just gonna type slacker in chat. Your gavels haven't recovered. Mine have. I got like 100 somewhat. Yeah, he just checked if I was streaming after I said slacker. Look, he's slacking. Look how he's so far behind. Do like 5 million FP for MP5. That's why you roll when Habitat has a rate up. I was smart because I 120 her in NA and I just rolled when she was new. Actually, no, that didn't have a rate up, but there was less servants in that pool. Because yeah, no, I have apples. I got 3,000 bronze. Like, I have so many bronze apples. I'm good on apples, actually. MP5 Bryn? Well, I mean, that's your fault for using Bryn. I'm sorry. That's your own fault. How do I have 3,000 bronze apples? Well, let me tell you, the raids in the finale dropped bronze apples. I used to have 4,000, but I've used 1,000. I intentionally was not using the bronze apples because I wanted to get to 4,000 bronze apples, and I did. No, I was holding on to them. I just opened Twitter and I see a post talking about some game's gotcha system. And the game's gotcha system is a board game. I'm like, I'm sorry, you've lost me. The second I have to like play a board game to do the gotcha, you've lost me. Like, it shows this screenshot and it's the gotcha system. I'm like, pardon me? What am I looking at there? I don't even, I actually hadn't heard of NTE till like yesterday. I don't even know what that is. And I really am not looking for any other gotchas to play. Thank you very much. Gotcha GTA. Isn't Gotcha GTA the other one? Anta or something? You play Chaos 09? I played it when it came out, but it had some issues, and I just ended up just not playing it. Yeah, see, that's where they lost me. Like, I'm fine. Like, okay, I think it's fine to... Like, my main complaint is, like, I understand them not being popular at the start, but why rewrite the story? Why not just write the story going forward so it leads into that? It was such a stupid thing. That's kind of what killed it, was like a lot of the nonsense around it. Yeah, see, that's where it lost me. Which is funny because, like, I mean, am I remembering wrong, or like in Nikkei, it wasn't immediately people throwing themselves at you? They built up to it. I mean, now it is just now the characters are throwing themselves at you, but like, I don't think it was like that in the beginning. Also, I just looked. This song is from an anime called Farming Life in Another World. That is like one of the most slop animes I've ever seen. Or, well, I didn't watch it, but I've ever come across. The most, like, slop isekai that you can possibly have. This song sparked your fight or flight. Okay, look. Here's the thing: is there are some where I can read it and it's like harem slop and it's fine, but it has to be like executed decently. And it's just rare for that to happen. There was one recently that I was reading. It finished, and like the setup was, a guy likes a girl, confesses and gets shot down, ends up, you know, assisting a different girl, but the girl he likes the other girl. So, but the girl that the girl likes thinks that the other two like each other. So it's a triangle. And then about 20 chapters in, they're like, why don't we all just date each other? No, it's a guy. It's a guy and two girls, but the one girl likes the other girl. Oh, what was it called? It ended. Let me see if I can find it here. No, it's one of them's an artist. Let me see if I can find it here. Oh, are you sure that's the name? Oh yeah, it is this one. It's this one here. Oh, that's right. It's by the same artist as Senko. That's why. That's what the familiarity was. It's the same artist. I was like, there's an artist. I'm like, the artist is someone who's done something popular, but I couldn't remember who it was. That manga is completed, yes. It finished at like 40 chapters. I thought it was nice. See, that's the kind of harem slop I can get behind. I thought the... Okay, I'm going to say this. I thought... So the Senko artist didn't do hentai, and then apparently played Blue Archive, and now does Blue Archive. Such a sad, tragic fate. I hate it. It's not poly, it's a harem. They all end up together. Poly is such a stupid new age Gen Z slop word. Okay, only, you know, based on what you said there, you know, a fetish story, a guy gets cucked. It sounds like you might just have a fetish for cucking. If you're looking into that way. Projecting much? I didn't see if I got a faux pas on that one or not. I clicked too fast. How common are faux pas drops? Like a 15% drop rate. Look, blame Nightbot. That's Nightbot's fault. Oh gosh, a song from 100 Line Defense, a game I will never play because its localization is terrible. Alas and alack. I have standards. I haven't read the event. I'm waiting for it to be fully translated. Yeah, I think it was like 100 story paths or something. Endings? That's not that impressive. Nier Automata had like 50 endings or something. Actually, I don't think you had that many, but like... Look, 50, 26, potato, potato. Look, the Black Line dude needs to have like some other ascension as well. Maybe he gets a more human ascension. 67 endings. Oh no. Look, 6-7 will fade, but 69 is eternal. That's what that's what I believe. Also, I was going by and I saw this post again about Monogatari, and it's one of the funniest posts. Araragi is a pedophile by circumstance, forced to exist in a world populated by seemingly nothing but horny schoolgirls. Unfortunate, but it happens. The tomboy lesbian side character, though, she's a pedophile for the pure love of the game. Somebody keep an eye on her. It's such a funny post. Look, the only actual concerning thing with Araragi is Hachikuji, but like everyone else is. But like she's technically older. Shinobu's older. So really, you can't call him a lolicon or a pedophile, really. All right. Here's the problem. My second archive is full. My inventory is full. I was holding grails hoping for something before I just yeeted them all into Logris. But I think I might have to do it to avoid not wasting But what if someone else releases? No, I paused Logris just in case someone else came out that I wanted to 121st. But I think I'm gonna just have to do it. Watcher's like next event is Violet. Then I'm gonna be pissed. That's when I get really pissed. Immediately after this, frame 1 Violet. Look, this is not Metaslave Grailing. This is Artoria Appreciation Grailing. Everyone has to grail at least one Artoria and say thank you, Saber, when they do it. Why do they do Violet in summer? I'm gonna clear out the class-specific one in my second archive and just gather. BB Summer 3 and Tonal Eco. Dude, Summer Tonal Eco 2. Yes, that is Huyan. Also, I forgot that image is what's in the corner. You are correct on the manga it's from. I forgot about that image. You hope that's an edit? No, that's the real thing. Hold on. I have other images that are funny for my corner. Let me pull it up here. Let me see here. Not that one. Not that one. That was really funny. I love this one. Gilgamesh in the Burger King crowd. Oh yeah, this image where I can put a different image behind it. You just move it over whatever character you're talking about. See, that's what the combo is. Prelati is not a loli. I feel like this comic panel, though, is exactly what I have to explain when I talk about characters I like. What other images do I have, though, here? That one's not working. These are broken. Obviously, oh yeah, that one's broken. Why is that so big? Those are cropped for some reason. I don't remember the context for this image. This was when I was doing the snake event. You look like a snake. Oh yeah, this image. Ah, so it's your fault that image exists. This image. Yeah, this is just a picture of Kazudra. Oh yeah. This image. I remember I modified this image somehow, but I don't remember what it was. I don't remember how I modified this image. I just spinning. That's Melt with a gun. This is a favorite image of mine. Oh, this image is also really funny. She wasn't really tsundere. She just hates me. And then the actual, like, image. For this one. Yeah, that's that. But then for my Homete image, I have other images like that image, certificate of media literacy. That image, and this image. This Huyan was shown, this Huyan art was shown on a login pop-up once and never again used anywhere else. And it's such a good picture of Huyan. I wish I had like a high quality version of it. Well, she's holding up something in front of her. Ask Grok to upscale. I'd rather jump off a bridge. What's my main inventory filled up with, aside from experience? Do I have not much servant? I must have foes or something. This is how they get me to spend QP. No, there's everything wrong with using AI. I'll have you know that AI is truly an evil of humanity. Limp Biscuit? Really? People don't use DaVinci Ruler. Oh. Alright, well, now I have room for experience. Wow, it's the censored version even. Yeah, you don't need drop Cs if you farm this. Okay, so I probably would have been fine not waking up this early. But you know what? What's wrong with a little 2 a.m. stream? Something to mix it up. Something to keep us all entertained. The scary part is a lot of you show up to my normal stream time, which makes me wonder, are you guys just up early as well for raids like psychopaths, or just not sleep? You're European, even worse. My condolences. I'm just kidding. Well, Plushy, you're fine. EU. Well, Plushy, you stay up way too late. You have such a bad sleep schedule. Oh yeah, there's gonna be a second banner. Don't be crazy. Yeah, Plushy, they didn't, like, I believe that comma is fine here. They didn't put mental debuff immunity on this raid boss. Oh my gosh. I was about to say, I'm like, oh, is this just normal all-star? And then, no, it's not. We can't have nice things. No, as hell's a goal. I'm skipping it. It hurts me. Yeah, new challenger has entered the ring. Dude, is the CE drop rate like boosted here? Like, why am I getting so many? Okay, no, if I had I've gotten 4 drops in 80 runs. If this was a lotto, I'd be like a psychopath. Like, with my luck. You didn't get one. See, oh well, my condolences. It'd be really funny if I got another CE drop like right afterwards. I don't think there's been anything where your grand effects come up. Banner 2, it's gonna be the weird Avenger dude. Faux pas acquired. I've earned 9 faux pas. Where'd all my coins go? Really just no coins showed up. Holy cow. Look, yeah, in FGO, you only roll for a character if you want to have them. You don't really need anything. There it is again! Oh yeah, no, this event was supposed to be last year. It's very clearly meant for last year. My luck is insane. I'm putting in music requests. There we go. Yeah, multicore really does kind of like take you away from like the normal meta, which is nice. It was something that FGO had to do because there's only so many characters that you could make that are just like you use them with double Koyan, or you use them with double Castoria, or you use them with double Scotty. Or triple Scotty, or double Castoria Proto Merlin, or double Scotty Tiamat, or double Castoria Tiamat, or double Koyan Merlin, or double Koyan Oberon, or double Castoria Oberon. Or Oberon Slop. Any Buster Servant that's farming comp starts with double Oberon, I'm like, nope, I'm out. I refuse. I have my dignity as a human being. Tonaligo doesn't use double Oberon. I didn't use... That's for, like, no charge. If you use events with 50% starting charge cease, you didn't need Oberon. Double Oberon. And I always used Tonalico and multicore with Castoria from, like, day one. I never used Tonalico as just a standard looper. She was too good for that. Multi-chord arc is your basic tisk tisk. I wonder, will I get another CE drop before... You know what? My CE luck's been insane. What am I at right now? 87. Let's do this here. I'm gonna do this. This will be funny. No one bet on this actually. There. Gamble your points. Gamble your points. No one will gamble their points on this. I think there's a mission, but like, I've been getting drops. I'm just gonna cancel the prediction. I'm gonna cancel it. Come on, dude. Holy cow. 6 drops already. For a CE, that's not even good. According to Alice, no, it's normal drop rates. Or maybe, hold on, let me see if I'm looking at Atlas, if I'm looking at the 90+++ version. +++. The CE drop rate's 2.25% based off 1,000 runs. I mean, look, CEs with weird effects are always appreciated. A good CE with a weird niche effect, I'll take. Who puts up Nido Alter or Nido Assassin with a Bonsi? Yes, it's 90 plus plus plus. Yeah, I expected a higher HP value, to be honest. What are the other ones? What's 90 plus? Let me look here. Oh, wow. 90 plus is only 1.1 million. Or 90 plus plus is 1.1. 90 plus is 720,000. And then 600,000. Wow. These HP values are not very high. Well, yeah, CL can probably one-shot it, especially with cards. I don't know based on MP alone, but like with cards for sure. Yeah, it's free clear only. Like still, yeah, well, it's 90 plus plus plus. It's not a star rating. So actually, maybe this is correct. Like star ratings, I would expect more. Every time I see this thing with the eyes, it just looks like unknowns. Right? Anyone else think that? The Nikkei version of the Providence fight theme is, I think, the superior one. Oh. It's time for a third Mountain Dew. Gotta do the do. Okay, now I'm getting CE XP drops a lot. Oh, that's a faux pas, actually. Remember, it's 25 per card. I wonder if this raid is actually just on a timer and the number is just for show. The estimated end time is 15 hours from now. Rio Emeralds, why'd you wake up at 2 a.m. for a raid that's gonna go for 17 hours? It's estimated to last another 15 hours. Let's see, is Otto at the raid yet? I don't know, I just see a Buki's blinding me. I don't even know what he's doing. 197. Oh, he's just farming a stage. Children of the city, but every number is replaced with 67. Thanks, Tog. That's row 98. That's so annoying. What is this from? Oh. That's run 99. Millie is a good singer. I like Millie's songs. She does good stuff. Talk, what song is that? I'm pushing that up next. I'm curious. Let's see. So that's run 100. So in 100 runs, we have acquired 6 CE drops, 12 faux pas, and enough currency to basically clear out the shop without drop CEs. Okay, this Tog. Sorry, Tog. Is this what you wanted? No, that says. Last 30 seconds of the song, just numbers. Why is the pause icon not going away? Look, if you're gonna farm this 100 times, then yes, use Bonsees. What? Talk, what is this song? Oh, Bond 9. This is a weird song. Also, my Pilates is gonna hit Bond 10. You know what, though? I agree with this song. We don't need robot art or robot songs or robot words. None of it's needed. Correct song. None of this AI slop. Tog has seen the blade leaks and he's gooning over them or something. Because Tog loves men. Oh, there's a comma. Oh no, this slop. I'm sorry. A king mashup of a bunch of VTubers slopping all over a song? No thanks. I already hate VTuber covers enough. Like, I don't hate actual like proper covers, but like anytime someone puts in like a karaoke of a VTuber singing a song, I'm like, I'm skipping that. No, I don't really watch any VTubers. Whoops. Ignore my hidden technique. I did have a period of time where I watched a ton of VTubers, but like, you know. I have no qualms with VTubers, to be honest, but I just don't watch a lot of streams, to be honest. It's not so much that I stopped watching VTubers, it's that I stopped watching streamers for the most part. Because the thing is, VTubers are just streamers. They're not like... It's no different from any other streamer. It's just a method of presentation. So like... I don't particularly consider them any different from anyone else. Unless they have a really cringe model. Then I consider it a detriment. Or they look like a clown. Then it's just creepy. Hey, another drop. Give me more faux pas. I want to be ready next time a Berserker server and I want drops. I don't know. It's like early VTuber, early to be VTubers because their personality feels fake and made up. I don't mind the lack of swearing that some VTubers had, but then again, I mean, look, streamers can be fake whenever they want. I could be fake. You see, everything you know about me could be just made up. What if I secretly don't actually work at a bank? What if every story I've told you about my life is a lie? Just made up. That would be very strange. You could do that though. I could just lie. Because I always have to be vague when telling work stories anyway. For legal reasons. I'm always afraid I'm going to say something that somehow will get back to my work. And they'll be like, you said too much here. They'd have to, one, find out I'm streaming, and two, know what I'm saying. So, like, statistically unlikely. But what if I mention a specific situation, so specific to an interaction with a business, and that person, someone who works at that business, happens to also listen to me, and they can piece it together that I am that same person, and then it gets reported, and I get fired. That's so unlikely to happen, but what if it did? No, not a coworker, but like, say a business I talk to does something unfathomably stupid, and like I talk about it, but one of you happens to be someone who works at that same business that I'm trash talking. And they're like, the only people who would know this is that bank and us. And so it's like, uh-oh, now I get reported. And they can see that I talked to that business. And then I'm pulled in. And then they find my stream. And then I'm fired. Anyway, fun fact, one of our accounting departments accidentally, speaking of funny things at work today, and by funny things I mean horrible things that happened, I spoke with a business and I had to push something through because our accounting accidentally took $20,000 from them right before payroll, and they're a small business. Whoopsie! And so I had to go, hey, accounting, you gotta undo that. Like, you can't be doing that accidentally. Like, 20K is a lot, let's be honest, for a small business. What? No, I'm not an ugly monster. I help people. That is actually very funny. My entire job is actually just being a helpful person. 20K is a lot. 20K is a lot for businesses. Like, if you're a small business, sometimes you don't have, for payroll, you don't have 20K sitting in your bank account. Chupacabra, you might say that, but I deal with medical offices, and I think that the concept of like maintaining like money in the business bank account and not immediately like spending it on or taking it for themselves is a foreign concept to them. Like the slightest inconvenience to a medical office and they'll be claiming they can't make payroll. The boss is super large and divine. Isn't it fraud? That's not fraud. But yeah, fun dealings at work. I'm like, I'm gonna stream in the morning, so I just scheduled work off today. It's illegal to not have money. I don't know. I don't know the rules for how those businesses have to operate. I just deal with the businesses. But yeah, no. Medical offices always make it sound like they're on the brink of failure at all times. And I'm like, I'm not sure how that works. Anytime I talk to them, they're like, the slightest inconvenience is going to send them into bankruptcy or something. I don't know. My favorite thing is when businesses specifically send us notices never to email them ever about anything we want, and always communicate by mail and stuff like that. And then when something bad happens, they're like, why didn't you email me? I'm like, you specifically sent us a thing that said never to email you. I had to have that conversation. I'm like, you did this. It's like like something happened and they ended up owing us or losing like $10,000 or something. And they were like, why didn't you email us? I'm like, you said not to email you ever. Every time you opened our website, there's a giant glowing notice at the top saying, hey, we're going to do something to you if you don't talk to us. And you didn't do it. And we mailed you too. You ignored it. My favorite part is we still fax things sometimes. And anytime, like, because, like, obviously they're, like, use all communication methods possible. But we keep records every time we send a fax. And so someone's like, we didn't get a fax. I'm like, we have fax receipt. You know, faxes give, like, receipt or, you know, notices when they arrive and they're delivered, right? I'm like, we have all these. It is crazy that I still deal with faxes in 2026. What is this? It feels so strange sometimes. I have a personal fax number, by the way, at my work. If someone faxes something there, it actually comes straight to my email. But actually, though, there's certain, like, legal things, like, that we don't take by email, and they have to fax it or mail it. Like, because, like, we don't trust your email security sending it to us because we don't want those documents compromised. So, fax or mail. Fax is outdated, but it's just more secure than email sometimes. How? Because if a company's computer is compromised and they scan a document and upload it into their email, that document, you know, like any other document on the computer is compromised, versus a fax is just the same as a phone call. Yeah, you don't get viruses overhead. I actually had a thing. My company's security sent a notice to me saying, hey, we blocked emails from this company because they were sending malware-filled files to you. And I'm like, huh? I'm like, good to know. And they're like, their email got compromised or something. Physical mail's a lot easier to be compromised. Not necessarily. And also, if it is, then we're not liable. I'm pretty sure that's a liability thing. Look, if the post office, something happens to your mail in the post office, we're not the ones in trouble about it. How much more am I going to farm? I have no clue. Until it gets to the point I can't farm anymore. Or lose my mind. Beebs. Speaking of AI, Beebs. A BB channel, someone started playing for the YouTube folks. Hence the AI. BB is not AI slop. Thank you very much. See, BB and the Sakura Five are the idealized forms of AI, where it's actual AI. Not what we have, which is AI, which is just a text file that kind of get predictive text. That also just lies to you. Oh yes, an LLM. I was using the more insulting terminology. That's why it's like, oh, you hate AI, but you like BB? What gives, hypocrite? And I'm like, no, you don't understand. The idealized science fiction version of AI is infinitely cooler than what we have called AI nowadays. It's honestly so disappointing. Opa acquired. AI slop is created by AI. BB's the AI. The slop are the other part. Are we saying the Sakura 5 is AI slop? Is that what we're? Tug, I don't even know. I know what that is, but I wish I didn't. I'm looking for music right now. Let's see. Yeah, I'll just play these. I'm just gonna play this group of songs. Guess the theme. Well, okay, the first one isn't part of the theme, but the next five are. The next five have all something in common. I really should play 13 Sentinels. I feel like that's a game that I would that would appeal to me, but I'm also extremely lazy. I know, but like finish it. I'd have to start over too because I forgot. I've forgotten everything about it. Also, it's now been like 30 runs since the CE drop. I guess my luck finally averaged out. I want to get Prelati to Bond 10. Current goal. Dude, when I stream at night, I actually have to turn on the lights in my room. Because if I wake up, if I'm up at like 2 a.m. and I turn on my monitor, I'm gonna get blinded if I don't have the lights on in my room. Because like it'd be like a flashbang. And like staring into the bright void of the artificial sun. It was. It turned out that my monitor is the. I feel like the brightest thing in existence when it comes to whites. Like anytime the screen goes white, it's just like flashbang, flashbang, flashbang to the extreme. Turn up the brightness. You don't have HDR turned on, but we're gonna do it anyway. That's just called the Porygon episode where I get a seizure. Six more runs for Prelati to be Bond 10. Also, 1/3 Pure Heart Emotion, I think, is one of the best anime songs that ever existed. It's definitely one of my favorite. I don't know why. There's something about it. And it's just a random ending theme of Kenshin. Like... Oh, that's insane. I've never heard of that kind of flashbang. Then again, I'm not looking at flashbangs that often. So now with all the silhouettes done, I hope they give us more silhouettes so we can just be absolute losers and try and guess. I have nothing, no more EOS. Oh, of course, the game's EOSing. They only held off on the EOS for the Strange Fate collab. The story update in June is actually them just going psych Lamau and then ending the game right then and there instantly. You boot up the game and it says you're a loser, Lamau. And then it plays never gonna give you up and then closes the game. Just for one last screw you, I guess. And then they immediately release FGO2. But it's the same game, but you gotta roll for all your circles again. Where was this ending from playing right now? Wait, so you recognize that this is an ending theme, but you don't remember where this is from. It's the ending theme of Fate Grand Order. It's Fate Grand Order's ending theme. Your braids fried? Yeah, understandable. Up, CE drop. We're back, baby. I'm sorry, Dodosi, when you put in that song, that name, my mind read it as Yong Ye, and I'm like, oh, not that guy again. That cringe guy. Ooh. Wow, what a normal Bonsi. You know, I haven't heard it, so I'll bump it up. The funny thing is the song name, Blooming With You, reminded me of Bloom Into You, which is Yuri. And then you're like, it's the drunk lesbian show? I'm like, how similar. Hold on, I gotta adjust my Bonsies now. Because she's Bond 10, we don't need her anymore. I guess we just bond up Logris. Let's see, do Logris and Kawakami have any CEs in common? Yes, so this CE is still good. This CE for Kawakami. This for Logris. Alright, we're still good here. This is fun. Oh, is that the anime with the 4x3 version? I saw that. How much extra damage is pressing this one button? See, I read the manga, but the problem I have with the manga is it spends a lot of time talking about alcohol. And I don't care about alcohol. It's one of the unfortunate things of those type of series is they tend to spend a lot of time talking about food or drinks. And if you don't have an interest in that food or drink, then, well... I have not heard of Nippon Sangoku. I've never even heard of that. The art style looks very interesting. Oh, it's on Amazon Prime. That's why no one's seen it or heard of it. Oh, another CE drop. So, is that 8 CE drops? Eight CE drops and 146 runs, right? Yeah, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that means I'm averaging a CE like every like 20 runs. You know, I should on my support list just in case anyone wants to for event. Put Kawakami with the damage CE. Oh, Fujin already has the damage CE. Cool, both of those are useful with it. By that. By that. By that.
よければ今度使い方を見せてくれ。これはすごい品だ。わかった。大事に使ってくれよ。
With that, I think outside of the stuff that appears once you clear, I think that's everything. Yeah. All right. What is my box full of? Oh. All right. Charlie, you said that already. Oh man, I got 4 paid quartz, and there's time to do this. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this. All right, hold on. But really, no, watch this. That was just all warm-up. This is the real one. All right, well, I give up. I tried. No, this refreshed. Buy that. Buy that. Buy these. Buy that. And buy that. Good morning, Curb. No, watch them secretly drop another unit with the with Avenger dude. Trust the plan. I don't know what the plan is, but like trust. You know what'd be really funny for them to do one day? For an event? Have an event with the welfare where the welfare unit, the 5-star unit, and the 4-star unit are all the same character, but different versions. Well, okay. K&K had 2 Shikis, not 3. And Halloween was 2. I'm saying, like, also have a 4-star version. Hello, greetings. Like, go all in. 3 versions of one character in a single event. Actually, you know who could pull that off? Morgan. She's schizo enough for that. I don't think we're going to get 3 more Lizzes, my dude. Technically, BB, Lip, Melt, Protea is one person. You're not wrong, but at the same time, you're not right. 'Cause remember, BB also shoved a lot of gods into their selves. Just so full of gods. You don't have an Avenger yet? Here, I'm gonna spoil this for you. You don't need an Avenger for this game. It's nice to have. And if you like Kama, roll Kama because you like Kama. Not because she's an Avenger. Because I'm gonna spoil this for you. Kama Avengers, what we in the business would call average. She's not bad. She's not great. I want to say mid, but people take mid as like bad. But like, she's just average. So I wouldn't worry about not having an Avenger. I would just say if you like Kama, get Kama. Kama Avenger is what we in the business call absolute garbage. No. What's the power scaling on the Sakura Five? Like, does Passion Lip stronger than Durga because she's got more? Don't power scale in Fate. I'm sorry. Also, the Sakura Five all counter each other, so like in some ways is how they're built. Oh yeah, this is the Strange Fate raid. Yeah, Protea, Melt, Lip, Protea. And then Kazura drop can beat all of them, but at the same time, just gonna get her face punched in really easily. I still think it's interesting how they made Kazura drop the only other Sakura 5 without an Indian god component. Because, like, Melt is Leviathan, Sarasvati, and Artemis. KP is just a bunch of Earth goddesses. including, you know, those, you know, Passionlip is Durga, Parvati, and Bryn, where Khazra is like a foot thing, a fairy, and Khazra is weird. Yeah, Murian, Pixie, and then some foot thing. I don't remember what the foot thing's called. I was trying to remember. And then Violet is Aspara, Melusine, and Medusa. Look, if they can't even finish the Sakura 5, there's no way we get the Tamamo 9. How good is Khazra Drop? Khazra Drop might be the best alter ego in the game. Because she can not be an alter ego. By the ability to become not an alter ego, she becomes the best alter ego in the game. No, Ciel's a berserker when fighting sabers, not a archer. There's a difference. Where Khazra Drop is confusing math. Screams in math. Ugh. No, it is sometimes confusing because if you're overloaded on power mods already from like events, then Khazra's passive is lessened in effectiveness. So like Khazra with an event CE here with a 200% power mod waters down her effect. But in situations without damage CEs and stuff like that, then it's... Look, any servant where you have an event CE... Yes, the way Khazra works is whatever class she copies, she gets a 75% power mod to that class. Also another CE drop. Praise Horvath. Olga's good. I don't personally use her, but like she's good. But the thing is, so power mod is also in the same bucket as NP damage and crit damage. right? So if you're using like if you have like a 200% power mod CE and then you dump in a bunch of NP buffs, going from like say 300% damage to 375 of the same damage type is less than mixing in a bunch of multiplicative types. But when you don't have all those other things and you have like say quick up, attack up, you know, as well thrown in instead, then they all multiply against each other and it works out better. That's what I mean by weird math. But anyway, yes, Kazura is the strongest foreigner because foreigners deal 2 times damage to each other. And then Kazura gets her 75% power mod on top of it. So Kazura, in fact, does delete foreigners very easily. Which is really funny. She is one of the strongest choices against foreigners, so. Oh man, I'm getting hungry. It's 5 a.m. What do I do? How good is Rula Da Vinci? She's okay. If you're new, you'll find her buffs very useful. Because she has a lot of buffs she can give people that you probably don't have from other supports. Or at least not like ones that you own. The event is running right now in NA on the rerun, and she's in Evocation. It is literally impossible not to have her NP5. Oh yeah, funny other thing about Kazura. We mentioned the 75% damage mod. She also gets an extra 30% if you're fighting the Sakura series. So basically, if you're fighting BB or any of the other Sakura 5, her power mod becomes 105% instead of 75. Which is funny. But like, you don't fight those too often. Iori is an evocation in JP, yes. So it's the skill. The passive is called Repulsion for One's Kin, but when she came out, if you used Google Translate on it, it translated it as homophobia EX or homophobia rank A. No, card type crit up is additive with normal crit up. Okay, so what it was, so on Cosmic Drop, right? This passive here, Dozoku Keno, like this is like, if you Google translated it, it would translate as homophobia. Because what it actually is saying is, it's like, you know, those who are the same, you know, she hates, right? And so it was like, oh, that must mean homophobia. It was a funny Google Translate issue. Oh yeah, the damage formula has been known for years. Here, let me open up a text thing. Here. Oh. Here, just read this real quick. This is the damage formula. But what's important to know is NP damage is there's additive and multiplicative effects. Power mod is additive with NP damage and crit, right? So when doing math or when it's calculating, if you have like a buff that says like 50%, against man, like Vitch's, second skill, right? That is additive with NP damage and crit damage, right? So like it adds 50%. It's if you have 100% NP damage, it's considered 150% in the math, and if you have 100% crit, it's considered 150% crit, right? Whereas multiplicative, like attack and buster up and NP damage are all multiplicative on each other. So like if you have attack and power mod, they multiply, but attack, power mod, and NP damage, the power mod and NP add together and then get multiplied by the attack, right? Class advantage is a final modifier. So like it does all the math and then multiplies it by class advantage. But yeah, the extra damage. So like when something says it has like 150% scaling, that is also a separate thing. So power mod and extra damage are separate. So like if you look at a servant, oh, let me pull up one that has like actually a good example is Kawakami. So like Kawakami has 50% man power mod which adds to NP damage, right? But then 150% extra against divine, and this works the same as a final multiplier, right? So this makes her, so like if you're fighting a neutral, it will act as if she has 1.5 class advantage, right? So like it'll be effectively like berserker damage, but it is a multiplier on this though. So like this 1000 becomes 1500, right? So like it's still a final multiplier, right? That's why when you look at like when like the pay to win units like Tonalico's extra damage being 200%. Now, if you saw like Kawakami's NP damage was 500. By 200 makes it 1000. That's why Tonalico against evil does single target damage, is because it's a final multiplier. Or you could say it's as if you had like class advantage if you were neutral. Effectively, they number out the same. But that's why like Tonalico hits hard, because Tonalico has Buster up in her kit, NP damage in her kit, and attack. All 3 different attack types. And so they all multiply on each other. So Tonalico's like, if you're looking at it, Tonalico has, you know, it's 50% MP damage, so it's 1.5 times, and if you're at low HP, it's 60%, so 1.6 times 1.3, which gives her a final damage multiplier of 3.12. So all of her buffs increase her damage by, you know, 3.12%, or 312% basically. So that's why you want units with multiple buff types. That's why Vitch as a buffer is technically weaker than Castoria and Scotty, because Vitch does not give attack up. She only gives Buster. So if your unit doesn't have attack or MP damage in their kit, they're only getting Buster, which means there's no multiplicative damage going on. That's why here, like, Kawakami doesn't have MP damage up here, right? But if I add just a little bit of MP damage from this skill, it's only like 10% or like 20%. My damage on average was like 1.8k here. Does she have MP damage actually? I forgot. I might be... I'm sorry, it didn't even display the damage number. Oh, she has MP on it. But yeah, adding just a little bit more MP damage really affects it. Yeah, she does have MP damage. But like if you have a unit that doesn't have any, that only has one buff type, and you give them the buffs they don't have, it's better than that. That's why for Buster, Vitch plus Omi can do more damage than double Vitch, because Omi gives attack up. So you want to split your buff types. That's why Oberon's, you know, multiplier, he multiplies MP damage, but it also gives Buster up. So like for Buster units, that's why Buster units benefit way more, is because they're multiplying more things. If you had a unit that had no buffs but MP damage, Oberon, you know, would still give a lot of damage, but it wouldn't be like an arts unit with only MP damage up. and you use just Oberon, you're gonna lack damage. Yeah, that's why though extra damage doesn't ever apply to cards. It's just on the NP, because that is like a final multiplier, and they don't like giving that out. Yeah, FGO doesn't tell you how it works. That's also true. FGO doesn't tell you any of this. None of this is in there.
Yeah.
It's just like, figure it out yourself, nerd. Coin doesn't have any attack buff. Well, also, I feel like a lot of games, the damage formula isn't that complicated. Like in most games, I think everything is either all additive or all multiplicative. It doesn't like do this weird mix-up thing. Once again, you keep saying fraudulation, but I don't see how it's fraud. All elation doing is taking a stat that you already have and using that to calculate damage instead of attack. Or sometimes it even is attack. It gives them a different flavor, kind of, without them having to flood your freaking relic rolls with a new stat line to ruin everything. How goes the rating? Good. My box is full, so I'm spending experience. The raids give experience and Berserker faux pas. You gotta farm it. Farm hard. Man, Logos has such high attack and HP. What do I do after Gensai's bond 15? Continue. Bond Logris. Keep bonding. Bond forever. Bond to the moon. I have a lot of bond 15s. Doesn't stop me from using them, thankfully. Logos is about to hit Bond 15 though. Wow. It's been a journey, Logos. And by that I mean I used you for Grand Assassin, and then I just keep use you for raids. Yeah, I mean Logos has been very useful. I actually have no issues with Logos. Or not Logos, Kawakami. I was looking at something from Logos' stats before in my mind. Anyway, I've been up since 2 a.m. It's not my fault. Yeah, we're fighting whatever weird demon thing from Pilates NP. I mean, it's Greek. Like, what? That's kind of it. Once Kami hits Bond 15, I want to try something. So I'm curious if Logos can nuke this raid. Yeah, the goddess Ate. 8? I don't know what. How do you say it? My mind immediately says say Ate, but like I'm probably wrong saying that. Well, the katakana says Ate, so I'm gonna say Ate is the correct way to say it. That's what I do. Whenever I don't... It's really funny. Whenever I run across words I don't know how to pronounce, I default to pronouncing them with, like, the Japanese sounds instead of English, because I'm like, well, I don't know this word. It's foreign word, so therefore, I will pronounce it like I know how to pronounce foreign words. Actually, wow, the name really is just Goddess Ate. I have not looked at the name in these 150 runs till just now. Or I didn't look at the kanji. Yeah, that's why I say Erisei. Because that's how it's written. Erisei is written as Erisei, therefore it said Erisei. I feel like a schizo trying to tell people this. But that's what it says. It says Erisei. Therefore, it's not Aries. It's Erisei. It's written. That's how it's written. E-Rice? No, Eris. It's probably what you mean. E-Rice? Electronic rice. Really? Air-Rice? E-Rice. Yeah. Anyway, that's my name pronunciation rant, and that's how I pronounce it. I've done it at work though when I run across words I don't know, and people are like, no, that's not how that's said. I'm like, oh well. Like, why'd you say it like that? I'm like, I don't know. I'm like, don't ask questions. I'm not explaining. Wait, how am I full on experience? Didn't I just spend it all? Or wait, what's full? Is it craft essence?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Alright. C-bomb time. Do I encounter Japanese words at work? No. But I encounter words I don't know how to pronounce, and I default to, when I run into foreign words, I default to Japanese pronunciation. Because that is the foreign language I'm most familiar with. I'm sorry, did it just throw in a level 60 thing in there with... Oh my gosh, this game. You know, yeah, sure, let's feed it. Let's feed this sea it. Oh, it doesn't matter. No, it just wasted CE experience is what it did. That's all it did. Why not burn them to be able to level other CEs? Because level 100 Cs, the stats go up, right? Like, so if I wanted to level, like another Black Grail or something, right? And I, like, throw in, like, this CE here. It goes up to level 77 and gains, like, 700 attack, right? I do need to eventually go through and clear out a bunch of 5-star CEs. I have so much garbage 5-star CEs that are useless. I'm so close to that Bond 15. And then Kawakami becomes another Bond up unit. Adding the Bond bonus to Bond 15 was so nice. Hey, Kaiju, thanks for the sub there. I will warn you, I don't normally stream it this time. Yeah, it's drove you crazy. I don't even play that many ads. I think I play the bare minimum required for them to actually, like, give me something. Which is what, like, I think it's like 2 or 3 minutes an hour. It's crazy that, like, it's at like 230 or 3 minutes, they like double the amount they pay you for ads, and I'm like, wow, thanks. Before that, they give you like nothing of the ad revenue. Get that back. I don't actually. I wish I got back from Twitch. Anyway, Bond 10. Alright, so her and Prelati are both Bond 10. Let's see here. We'll just speed up our bonding a little bit here. Where are you at right now? Oh, you're pretty far away. I'll save you for later. Let's get some extra bond bonus on these two for now. $120 Hippolyta though is good though. I'm of the opinion that welfares, like, unless they're like garbage like Abigail, are like perfectly valid 120 targets. Like, they're free. You get all of the stuff you need to max them to 120. And if they're good, they're at 120, they're like really still good. How much bond are we getting now? Oh yeah, that increased. Alright, the next battle is Kawakami's last. Well, okay, not really, but like, you know. Oh yeah, when they're new, they get double experience, so it's easier to 120, that's true. That's what I'm gonna try, actually. I'm gonna try Logris and see what Logris does. Here we go. Kawakami is complete. All right, let's give Logris the best possible setup here. Also, I'm gonna adjust the CEs to just be Logris. So, add CE works for Logris. Let's change this one to child C. There we go. Alright, Logris, I need you to Logris all over this. Lamau, no. Why does she crit so hard? I mean, she had a bunch of crit buffs. She had what, 130% crit damage? Like 150 buster, like 40%, no, 50% or something like attack or something. No, more than that, like 70% attack. Holy cow, yeah, no, she had a lot of stuff going on there. She's built different. Oh, also the CE is 200% power mod. So that's another 200% crit damage. That might be the main thing. Let's be honest. Let's be real honest here. Okay, how much bond am I gonna get now with another bond 15 in the party? They're Logris. Okay, so 10,000 to run is not bad. Ooh, Berserker faux pas. Alright, after I finish this set of AP, I think I'm gonna go sleep. I've been up since 2 a.m. It's almost 6 a.m. I'm losing it, dude, and my throat hurts from talking. At this point, get a better time zone. Shut up. I'm in a perfectly fine time zone. I'm gonna go to sleep, wake up in like 4 hours, and like the raids will be dead somehow. I see Mist is also doing the raid, but Mist's setup looks a little more, I just clicked in, it looks a little more time consuming. He's using Prelati and Jack. I mean, Jack does a ton of damage there. It's just 2 NPs. I'm too lazy for that. Yeah, they'll be fine. It is 10 p.m. in Japan right now. With that, I'm gonna go to bed. So I'm gonna go make fun of Otto. I don't know what he's done, but like he deserves to be made fun of, I'm sure. The sins he's committed. Go punish him for his sins.